And they were all 200 who descended in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual implications upon it. And these are the names of their leaders: Samyaza, their leader; Arakiba, Ramiel, Kokabiel, Tamiel, Ramiel, Danel, Azakel, Baranjijel, Aziel, Amoros, Batarel, Ananel, Zaquiel, Samspiel, Satarel, Turel, Jomjel, Sariel. These are their chiefs of the tens, cause of the transgressions. And all the others together with them took unto themselves wives, and each chose for himself one, and they began to go into them, and to defile themselves with them. And they taught them charms and enchantments, and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with the plants. And they became pregnant, and they bare great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquisitions of men. And when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against birds, beasts, reptiles, fish, and to devour one another's flesh, and to drink the blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. And Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made them known the metals of the earth and the art of the workings of them, and bracelets and ornaments, and the use of antimony, and the beautification of the eyelids, and all kinds of costly stones, and all colorings, tinctures. And there arose much godlessness, and they committed fornication, and they led astray, and became corrupt in all their ways. Samyaza taught enchantments and root cutting. Aramaros, the resolving of the enchantments. Baraquiel taught astrology. Kokobel, the constellations. Azaquiel, the knowledge of the clouds. Araquiel, the sign of the earth. Samsael, the sign of the sun. And Sariel, the course of the moon. And as men perished, they cried, and their cry went up to the heavens. Chapter 9. The discovery of sins and sinners. And then Michael and Uriel, Raphael and Gabriel looked down from heaven, and saw much blood being shed upon the earth, and all lawlessness being wrought upon the earth. And they say to one another, the earth, made without inhabitant, cries voice of their crying up to the gates of heaven. And now to you, the holy ones of the heaven, the souls of men make their suit, saying, bring our cause before the Most High. And they say to the Lord of the ages, the Lord of the lords, God of gods, King of kings, and the God of the ages, the throne of thy glory standeth unto all the generations of the ages, and thy name holy and glorious and blessed unto all the ages. Thou hast made all things, and power over all things, and thou all things that are naked and open in thy sight, and thou seest all things, and nothing can hide itself from thee. Thou seest that what Azazel hath done, who hath taught all unrighteousness on the earth, and revealed the internal secrets which were preserved in the heaven, which men were striving to learn. And Samyaza, to whom thou hast given authority to bear rule over his associates, and they have gone to the daughters of men and upon the earth, and have slept with women, and have defiled themselves, and revealed to them all kinds of sin. And the women have borne giants, and the whole earth has therefore been filled with blood and unrighteousness. And